apprentice and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a barista at Well Coffee Company in Peoria, Arizona. Hi.
What do you think defines indie music, and what makes it so enjoyable to people?
I think it's just the variety of sound. I think you can get a lot of different kinds of music out there, apart from, top 40 hits or whatever it is. A lot of independent artists, just with the, invention of the internet and just access to so many different kinds of music, you can really find your niche kind of vibe that you like, or discover a lot of different influences if you're a musician yourself, and really pinpoint the kind of music that you like or want to create and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's really crazy to see all the different kinds of music that's out there in the independent scene, and you get to discover that. And with things like Spotify and stuff like that, it's pretty easy to find new music and stuff like that. So yeah.
Indie musicians don't make much money oftentimes, and they choose to go into the indie music industry so that they don't have to conform their artistic expression into the mainstream music mold. They choose to do this so that they can write their own lyrics and be true to their own selves stylistically. They can maintain their own form of expression this way.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I'm a barista at Well Coffee Company. I think a lot of indie musicians are making music that they want to make, and that are just really coming from them and their point of view. So I think that, and then you can hear it in the sound. It's so just vastly different, and they're not necessarily trying to please the masses and trying to play on every radio station. So I think that is a unique part of the indie kind of feel and vibe. I think, again, it pairs well with a place like a coffee shop.
Indie musicians like to have autonomy and freedom from what the mainstream music industry says that you should do. And as Samantha Bennett said, indie music is non-commercially driven, song-led, and guitar-oriented. And it often features very strong socio-political and arts references.
Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love
The indie music subculture is very significant to the American subculture because the indie ideals of authenticity, autonomy, and artistic expression are very significant to indie music. These ideals also form the basis of American culture and are very important to Americans. So we see that there's a big crossover in indie music and its forms of expression, as well as American culture and what it values. My process throughout this obstruction was to get a variety of sources and a variety of settings from which to film and create my documentary. First of all, I interviewed a couple baristas at a local coffee shop called Well Coffee Company in Peoria, which is right near where I live. This allowed me to ask them about what is significant about the indie music subculture, as well as how that subculture ties in with coffee shops very nicely. I then went to a coffee shop called Elevate, which is in North Phoenix, and I did some recording at a live music night so that I could show indie music on display. And this leads into something that was a barrier in this obstruction. At first I was thinking, oh, I don't know how I'm going to make a mini documentary when I can't really go to an indie music concert. But then I realized that the coffee shop environment would be perfect because I could not only interview people but also show the music that goes on quite a bit in live music settings in the coffee shops. And then I also made this footage of me talking about the different things I learned throughout my research of the indie music subculture throughout the 2 previous allowed me to draw on that research to give a more comprehensive view of indie music, the subculture surrounding it. And generally my process